Fellow Ugandans, the election year is yet upon us again. Once again, General Museveni has come with the same promises. The same promises which he has failed to fulfill in the past. The same promises which he has no intention to fulfill, not now, not in the future. That is the tragedy of Uganda. Friends, my assurance to Uganda is that we are not here only to make promises in order to win power. I'm saying we are not here to make promises so that we win power. The National Unity Platform is committed to working with all Ugandans to improve their lives.
National Unity Platform
we believe that immediately after taking over government, every Ugandan from Kabong to Kisoro, from Yumbe to Busia, they will experience a meaningful change in the way they live. As you have heard, ladies and gentlemen, we have already clustered our promises in 5 critical points. My comrade Flavia has told us that we call them the Feast 5. And that is why we lift our fist in the air. That is the meaning of the fist that we push in the air. These are not merely promises. These are action points which we believe can and shall be delivered. Our promise to the teachers of Uganda is that we shall prioritize their welfare. Teachers must not wait for 3 months or more to be paid a salary. A salary which is not even enough to pay the school fees of their own children. Teachers should be respectable citizens. Our government will ensure that teachers receive a decent salary. Teachers will be respected because teachers are the nation is. That is the motto of teachers, and we shall respect it. Our government will ensure that teachers earn a decent salary. Once again I say, and for the third time I'm saying it, our government will ensure that our teachers get a decent salary. Government yitu nekureweka ngu ticha yatungo mushara we shall ensure that they have decent accommodation, and we shall make sure they have a decent retirement package when they retire. Our promise to the health workers is that their work will be respected and rewarded by the government. Today, Uganda loses more than 100 doctors every year who leave the country in search for greener pastures. Some of those doctors even go to neighboring countries such as South Sudan, Kenya, and Rwanda. The lower level health workers are not exempted from the challenges of poor payment.
Na naba bakora mu rwaro bwa hansi nabone babona ahagwo kugira ngo imishara yabo nebera imice.
They lack training opportunities.
Nangwana no kugira ngo batendekwe bagaruke batendekwe batungo bukugu na imigishe byo tubajine.
And needless to say, there is absence of equipment in the health facility.
Kandi na nebyo kozesa nkaza microscope na nebindi noko marwaro tibiriyo.
My own mother was a midwife.
Nyomama wanje akariyo mucyara ariyo mushaho omuzarisa.
And I understand the challenges midwives go through.
Kandi manya ebikuhiganisa na nebizubu ebyabazarisa barukurabamu.
In sometimes they have to use candles, they have to use torches, they even have to use tadoba.
Haroba kosa na za tadoba bakakosa tochi bakakosa na za kando omarwaro kuba kugeza kuyamba abacyara bakuzara.
Simply because they have to deliver the children of Uganda.
Akuba bine kuzara abana ba Uganda, kuzarisa abana ba Uganda.
Our promise to all the health workers is that our government will prioritize their welfare and ensure that they are paid well and on time.
Hati echaganso chito ahabashaho abo mu Uganda no kugira ngo government yitu neza kubayerizo mwanya go kubanza kana no kushashurwa kwanyu tureke mutwakuteka mu HTNSA.
I say it again, the health workers will be paid well and they will be paid on time.
Kandi nchigamba kurungi ngo abakoro mbyamagara nibiza kushashurwa je kandi bashashurwe omubwire.
Now, let me repeat our promise to our brothers and sisters in uniform.
Hatkanga arichemu echaganso chitu aharbatahi vitu abasirikare abapolisi na nabamahena no mbinde bitongore.
The soldiers, the police officers and the prison officers.
Abasirikare abapolisi abamahe na nabakumombe home.
There is no reason why soldiers should live in dilapidated houses. In many cases, they don't have any running water or electricity. When you look at the conditions of the police stations all over the country, you wonder why these police officers and military officers, which the regime relies on to keep in power, you wonder why they are treated with so much disrespect. About 20 years ago, the World Health Organization declared and called for a complete elimination and abolition of asbestos iron sheets. Because they cause cancer. But up to today, our police officers in the country are still living under old asbestos roofed houses. Of course, poor housing does not only affect our men and women in uniform, but affects all Ugandans. It affects the children of the police officers, the same that are shooting tear gas. It affects the children of the soldiers. And the children of those soldiers are the same children that are going to marry our children, and our children are going to marry their children. They are fellow Ugandans. They deserve better. And they must get better. And I'm sure if they get better, they will treat their fellow citizens better. According to the Uganda Bureau of Statistics, about 94% of the people in Barara are not living in decent houses. Over 1,000 households don't have a toilet.
tibine toilet.
That should not happen where we have in New Uganda.
Echo tusheme kubaho omu Uganda ensya.
Excuse me, let me sneeze the tear gas. People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
NUP.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
NUP.
I'm still talking about our soldiers.
Ninchigamba abasirikale bitu.
Our soldiers, police officers and prison officers live like beggars even when they do a lot of work.
Abasirikale bitu nibatura omumagara gokushabiriza barinka bashabiriza kandi bona bakora emirimo myingi.
There is no fairness in promotions and deployments.
Taharuho obulinganiza omukubahereza emirimo na nomukuba promotinga nango kumbongera higuru.
In many cases, promotions and deployments are not made based on merit.
Kandi na nokutongozebwa kwaba bamwe tukukurugera ahabukugu bwabo na nebakozire.
But they are made on who knows who.
Kutongozebwa ko nukuruga no manyoha nanga no haru kumanya.
Our promise to you, the soldiers and police officers,
ekiraganiso kitu ahalimwe abasirikale,
is that you will be paid better as soon as we are in government. We understand that many of our promises may not be implemented immediately. But our promise is to pay at least a minimum of 1 million shillings to the soldiers, the police officers, and this will take immediate effect.
Kande echi tukuraganisa tuzakushashura abasirikale omumahe omupolisi ombihome at least testaransi yakakikuru kamwe kande echi kyonkiza kubaho immediately aho naho tuweza kutaho mu office.
This is because the money is there and we know it.
Na kujangwe sente ziruo kandi ntumangwe sente ziruo.
I said that money is there and we know it.
Kande sente buzima ziruo kandi ntuchimanyangu ziruo ezokukora ekyo.
We shall get all the money
that
is hidden and stolen in form of a classified expenditure. And we shall use it to improve the lives of these men and women who keep awake every night to keep us safe. I have said it before and I'm saying it again, that the majority of our police officers and soldiers are good people and they are decent citizens. Even when they are sent to beat us, to tear gas, or even to kill us. Many of them don't like beating us. They don't like firing tear gas at us. They are human beings like us. They are our brothers or brothers-in-law. They are our sisters and sisters-in-law. They are our friends. Their children go to the same schools with us. They go to the same nightclubs and bars with us. They watch and support the same football games with us. They sure don't like what they are doing. And while we are liberating the nation, we must liberate them as well. I must say this, ladies and gentlemen, that after improving their welfare, we shall have the moral authority to demand them to respect the dignity and rights of the citizens. Now our promise to the young people of Uganda, to the youth of Uganda, our promise is that we shall ensure that we find meaningful employment opportunities for you. In our term of office, before it expires, we undertake to create at least 5 million jobs.
emirimo etaransi y'obukikuru butano.
We shall do this by focusing our priorities and investing in technology and embarking on massive scales of industrialization.
Ekintu zakukikora tukutekesira aha kuimprovinga ebya teknolojia nange bya karimagezi na no kuongera amani omukutende kwa abantu bakatunga obukugu omirimo yabo barukora omyanya yabo.
Our promise to all the Ugandans
ekitukuraganisa abanyayuganda bona
is that we shall safeguard their land.
Ntuza kulinda ensi yanyu na nitaka lyanyu rugumeko kuri.
I say this again to Ugandans, we shall safeguard your land.
Ntuza kulinda itaka lyanyu abanyayuganda.
We shall put an end to the massive levels of land grabbing.
Ebyo byo kwibita kebyo nibiza kwaho omuyuganda ensya.
No citizen should be deprived of his or her land.
Taro omuntu omutuze oriyiwaho itaka lye.
And if it's done,
kandi kyabaho,
if that should happen,
ekyo kyabaho,
they must have access to justice.
No hatekwa kubaho obulinganiza kandi buli omwe akatunga obulinganiza obwo.
Our promise to the ordinary citizens of Uganda who work in the informal sector
ekitukoraganisa abanyayuganda abakora emirimo etari y'obukugu
is that your work will be valued and respected.
No kugira ngo eje emirimo yanye yo kuyiya yo kupanga yo kuronda kucyaba eje emirimo yanyu nayo tuza kugiteka mu kitinisa.
It will be valued, respected and rewarded.
Tuza kugiteka mu kitinisa kandi buzima tugiteke muna no mugaje emirimo yanyu.
Those who ride borders,
abakuvuga opiki obwa border,
those who work in the taxi industry,
abakora mu taxi,
the mechanical,
abantu ba makanika,
the ordinary businessmen and women,
abantu babulije abakora emishuburo yabo ko mutare,
the industrial workers,
abakora mu
makorero, and all the categories.
Na nebina byone binde bintagambaho.
The principle must be that if you work hard, you must earn from your labor.
Enkora neza kubera ngu wakora na mani buzuma mu rumo go gusheme kuje kigwa kugasira.
Abanyankole have a saying,
abanyankole bine mfumu,
they say ebirungi birugo mututu.
Eri kugira ngu the good things come from the sweat.
Ebirungi biva mu ntuyo.
Ebirungi nibiruga omututu.
We shall stop the witch hunt of private business owners.
Ntuza kwemereza okushanga ngo abantu abakora emirimo yabo nk'abantu nibahiganisibwa nibakorwa kubi.
Those who are persecuted for real or perceived opposition to the government.
Ababa kuhiganisibwa ngo akubana barebeka nk'abakuhakanisa government.
We shall ensure that the taxes imposed on businesses are reasonable, and once collected, those taxes will be put to the right use.
Ntuza kurebeka ngo emirimo emishorero kutekwa aha mirimo yanyu na za business zanyu yaberye emisoro eyobulinganiza emisoro eyamazima kandi eje emisoro tweza kugitunga nabwo twagikose emirimo eyokugasira ihanga.
Our promise to the mothers of Uganda,
ekitukuraganisa aba mama abazire omu Uganda.
Let me promise this again to the mothers of Uganda wherever you are.
Kangarike mbaraganise eki abazire ba mama abo mu Uganda.
Never again, mothers, will you feel unsafe giving birth in Uganda.
Kubaho mama kuza kuzara okahura wendo inobwoba otine bahambo
kwa kudamu kugamba nti olutalo lw'okuzaala
ekyo kigambo ekyo kugira ngo olutalo ndio niza kuzara konkano olutalo ekyo nkiza kweba.
Tujja kugamba ekirabo ky'okuzaala.
Tuza kuba ntugamba ngu natunga omugisha kuza kuzara.
As we have pledged,
we
must have a maternal health facility at every sub-county in Uganda.
So that
mothers do not have to move miles and miles to access a midwife. Here in Barara, 15% of the households have to walk more than 5 kilometers away from a health facility. We will be guided by the Maputo Protocol and the Abuja Declaration. And we shall ensure that at least 15% of our national budget goes to the health sector.
butano bwembarira yihanga bwaza omukitongore ekyabyamagara.
And we shall focus our health sector mainly to the women and children.
Kandi na nebyamagara tuza kubitekesera munonga abakazi hamwe n'abana.
Our promise to the local investors
ekitukoraganisa abaku investing abakubyara sente kugira ngo bakore business
is that we shall treat you the same as we treat the foreign investors.
No kugira ngo tuza kubakora niko kumwe nko kutukora abakurugaheru kwiza kore byo busubuzi omu Uganda.
In this way,
omunjereji
domestic innovation projects will be supported with business accommodation for a limited period.
Abantu bita abanya-Uganda bakuyiya bakakora business projects zabo ntuzakurebeka ngo twabakira twabakora kurungi twabasa no kubateka mu buyambi kugira ngo ibitekateko byabo business zabo zabasa kwemerera kandi zahama.
We shall give them tax waivers
ntuzakubiyaho emisoro bakuteka abandi abakurugaheru
and energy subsidies.
Kandi tubasarena naha amashanyarazi kuba ku bantu bagenda kosa omumakoro gabo.
In our government,
omu butegetsi bwitu,
doing business in Uganda
okore byo mushuburo omu Uganda
will be fun for Ugandans.
Tuzakuba kirekire kushemeza abanyaganda mwenu muza kushemererwa mukoro obusubuzi bwanyu.
Uganda is full of young talent.
Uganda eyijwiremu emigaju ekiri mito.
We shall focus on promoting the expertise in our midst by investing in skilling programs for our young people.
Tuzakurangwesera twalteka okurebeka ngo abantu abino bukugwa bakiri bato babasa kutendekwa bayongera obukugu bwabo babasa kuba bamani.
We shall do this by deliberately finding opportunities for them to practice their skills.
Tuzakora ekitukubarondera emyanya na nemigisha yo kugira ngo babasa kwereka talents zabo nange emigaji yabo babasa kurugayo.
To increase access to capital,
kandi okuongera omukwereza abantu sente zentandikwa,
the National Unity Platform shall begin the process of facilitating and setting up trust funds.
National Unity Platform nekutekaho trust fund nange sente zomuntu akubasa kwikaho akatunga obutandikiro.
Beneficiaries of this will be mainly secondary school students
abara kuzaganyirwa mu muntu bakuba bari abana bo mu masomero ga secondary
and those that leave school early.
Na nabo abakurugo mu ishomero kitararire.
Investment trust funds can be banked on.
Investment
trust funds can be banked and invested domestically and overseas.
And
this way we shall be sure that we'll promote a saving culture within our young people.
Just a
few years ago, Uganda was ranked the most entrepreneurial country in the world. Why then are our small businesses not seeing their first birthday?
That
is going to change in the new Uganda. Now, our promise to the farmers. Our promise to the farmers is that we shall focus on sourcing for the right inputs, to encourage and support cooperative unions for farmers, we shall source for regional and global markets. This will be for all our Ugandan agricultural products. And yes, we shall ensure that our products have a competitive level at the world market. This has been done before and we can do it again. When I was in primary school, we were ranked among the top producers of quality coffee. What happened to that, ladies and gentlemen? That question will be answered by the National Unity Platform as soon as you elect us into power. In that regard, ladies and gentlemen, I stand here mindful of the people of Mbarara and Ankole generally. Those who depend largely on agriculture and farming. Those who have faced so many problems in the recent past. Problems including fake drugs and pesticides. Low prices for their milk and their matoke. And many others. So many farmers have lost their cows, while those who specialize in crop production have been disadvantaged in the same way. We must be innovative, friends. We are young people. We must change the style of doing things. We are going to start doing that when we are in power. Now, our promise to the Ugandans in the diaspora. Those who continue supporting our struggle. I can only tell you, brothers and sisters, that we shall run a government that will make it very attractive for you to come back home. We will start being proud of being called a Ugandan. Our nation will no longer be in the news for the wrong reasons. You will once again be proud to say you are from Uganda. We have reason to invest in Uganda. You will have reason to bring your friends to Uganda. And you will have reason to believe in Uganda. I could go on and on and on, ladies and gentlemen. But like I've said already, our future does not lie so much in what we promise today, but in our commitment to improving the lives of our people. We are committed to improving the lives of the entertainers like myself. I say we are committed improving the lives of entertainers like myself. Artists, the comedians, the painters, the writers, and all other creatives. Your day will have come. Our day we will have come. We are also committed to fostering gender equality. Ladies, are you there? I say we are committed to gender equality. Gender equality in the economic, social, and political spaces. Women and girls will have the same opportunity as boys and men. In nation growth. We are committed to building strong relations with our neighboring countries and the entire global community. We are committed to promoting peace and security, focusing on both the physical and economic security of our people. This is our promise to Uganda. In the new Uganda, the opposition will not be the biggest enemy of the state. Instead, we shall be turning our guns to poverty, disease and ignorance. We shall not turn our guns to our citizens for disagreeing with us. We shall fight poverty, disease and ignorance. It is very painful when one travels across the country and see the stinking and disturbing levels of poverty. That must change. That will change. Therefore, country women and men, I call upon you today. I said I call upon you today to vote for me and the National Unity Platform. A vote for the National Unity Platform is a vote for democracy and the rule of law in Uganda. A vote for the National Unity Platform is a vote for equality and fairness. A vote for the National Unity Platform is a vote for constitutional reform, where we shall fix and restore the term limits. In the new Uganda, it will be treason for anybody to try and change the constitution, to remove the limit on term limits. It will be treason for any leader to try to extend their stay in power beyond the 2 presidential terms. A vote for the National Unity Platform, ladies and gentlemen, is an assurance that the citizens will never be persecuted for disagreeing with the government. A vote for the National Unity Platform is a vote for servant leadership. If you make me your president, I will not be your boss. I will be your servant. Because indeed, you are supposed to be the bosses as the citizens of Uganda, and leaders are supposed to be servants. A vote for the National Unity Platform is a vote for improved welfare for our soldiers, our police officers, our teachers, and our health workers. A vote for the National Unity Platform is a vote for improved infrastructure, especially the feeder roads. A vote for the National Unity Platform is a vote for economic transformation. A vote for the National Unity Platform, ladies and gentlemen, is a vote for closing the income gap between the rich and the poor. Between the uptown youth and the downtown youth. It will be a vote for rewarding agricultural activity. It will be a vote for
improved relations with the global community.
Nakaruru akakuza kuleta habaho omukago murungi na namahanga ganda gensi
And yes,
yona.
it will be a vote for the respect of our country among nations.
Kandi kako bakari akaruru ako kuhereza ihanga ryite kitinisa omu mahanga gandi.
Friends, a vote for the National Unity Platform
Banywani banje akaruru ako kuza kweza National Unity Platform
is a vote for massive investment in sports and athletics.
nakaruru akakuza kuleta ebyemizano byona byatunguka.
We all know that the few times our flag has flown high in the sky internationally
Ntumanyangu tuwena emirundi miche eyebendera yitu eyimuchibwo mwanya omunsi yona
has been largely because of our sportsmen and women.
emirundi eje myinje bireho ahabwa abana bitu abazani bemizane eyemiringo yene takushana.
So let us cast that vote with our world champions at the back of our minds.
Leka tutera karurako na nabali abantu bitu bamana bo munsi yona tubine omuntekateka yitu.
A vote for the National Unity Platform
Akarurako kuza kutera National Unity Platform
is a vote for the protection of our natural resources as a country.
nakaruru ko kulinda obuhangwa bwitu nkihanga.
The same natural resources that General Museveni and his family are treating like their personal wealth.
Ebyo byobuhangwa bwitu obwo buhangwa ebiri mwitungo ryingi ebyo Museveni aliyo nayitwara nkebyekaye.
It will be a vote for the for the development of science and technology.
Nikaza kuba kali akaruru ko kutongoza no kukuza sayansia na teknolojia.
It will be a vote for zero tolerance for corruption in Uganda.
Kakuba kali akaruru ko bushitaza muno kwiraho kimwe oburubwenguzi omu Uganda.
I say it will be a vote for zero tolerance of corruption, not only in words but in practice.
Nikakuba kali akaruru akobutikiriza oburubwenguzi ekiti kukigamba bugambo mbigambo konkana no mbikorwa tuturikirize tuturayemererere oburubwenguzi omu ihanga
It
ryitu.
is a vote
Nakaruru
for discipline in spending of public resources.
ako kuleta entwaza nungi n'emico mirungi omu nkozesa y'esente z'ihanga ryitu.
It will be a vote for a smaller yet effective public administration.
Nikakuba kali akaruru ako kuteeka obuhango emico mirungi omu ntegeka y'abantu omu ihanga ryitu.
Fewer MPs,
aba MP babe bake,
fewer ministers,
ba minister babe bake,
and yet effective administration.
konka bino obwebembezi burungi bari kuleta ebintu birungi omu bantu
That
babo.
is the vote for the National Unity Platform.
Ako niko karura koratere ahabwa National Unity Platform.
In brief, ladies and gentlemen,
Ombugufu batahi banja
the vote for
bampurikize.
the National Unity Platform
Akaruru koratere National Unity Platform
is a vote for a renewed commitment to the dignity of the citizens of Uganda.
nakarura ko kugaruzaho obwesije na no kwezirikira kw'abantu omubebembezi aha abantu
For
baburijo
the
omihanga na no kuteka kitinisa
Of fundamental human rights,
aha bugabe bw'abantu obubine
for the recognition
na no kumanya
that all citizens are equal before and under the law.
ngo abantu bona nibingana omu misho g'ebiragiro.
That will be the new Uganda for us.
Ejo niyo erabe Uganda yitu ensya buzima.
In a Uganda
Omu Uganda
where citizens are free to enjoy their God-given rights.
abantu bona abatuze bihanga barabe bino bugabe kushemererwa omu bugabe bwabo na no kushemererwa omu ihanga ryabo.
I know that many of you will ask me what will happen to you after you have given us that vote.
Nimanya bamwe numuza kumbuza nice kirabeho bwanyuma yo kumpeza karurako.
I mean, you're wondering what is going to happen when you give us that vote.
Nimanya bamwe numwebuza numutangara numubuzabuzwa nice kirabeho mwaza kutera karurako.
My call to all the citizens has been and continues to be
Okweta kwanja abantu mwena bampurikiza abanya-Uganda kandi ningomiza muni nkigamba
that please turn up in large numbers to vote.
nimbetangu mwena murujeyo mwije mutera karuru.
Encourage all the people that you can reach to turn up and vote.
Abantu bona bo kubasa kwika bagambire bijo bagaruze mamani bije batera karuru.
Encourage them to believe in their vote.
Bagambire bagaruze mamani bichirizo mu karuru kabo.
When we vote,
kuturatera karuru,
let us all take the responsibility to guard that vote.
Leka twena tufeyo turebeke ngutwarinda karuru kitu.
When we guard that vote,
kuturarinda karuru kitu,
and anybody attempts to tamper with it,
omuntu akenda ngo akahinda hindure,
it will be the responsibility of all of us
niguza kuba guri omurimo gwitu twena
to defend our vote,
okulinda akaruru kitu
because it is provided for under the law.
akuba omubiragire bukutegeka ihanga ryitu echo kirumu.
We have done this before in Chadondo.
tukakikora echo muri Chadondo.
We have done this before in Jinja.
echo tukarakikozeraho muri Jinja.
We've done this before in Bujiri.
tukakikoraho omuri Bujiri.
In Ntungamo.
omuri Ntungamo.
And in Arua.
na no muri Arua.
And it is time for us to do it all over the country.
kandi obwire nubwo tukikore omu ihanga ryona.
Ladies and gentlemen,
so abampurikize,
because no amount of oppression,
akuba taro
no amount of intimidation
taro kutinaatinisibwa
can stop an idea whose time has come.
kukubasa kuremesa ekiteekateeko ekyobwire bwakyo bwo
And the
kwikiriza
time is now,
kukire.
ladies and gentlemen.
kandi obwire nubwobu.
The promise was made,
ekiraganiso kikakorwa,
but we are the fulfillment.
konka nitwe bo
And
kukikiriza.
God being on our side,
kandi uranga yara hamwe
we
nitwe
shall win this struggle.
tuza kusingura
In the
orugambo
name
oru
of the Almighty God.
omu izina rya mukama witu omukuru.
Thank you all for listening to me,
nimbasima mwena abo kumpurikiriza.
and may God bless you.
mukama abahereza
May
omugisha.
God bless Uganda,
mukama ahereza omugisha
for
Uganda
God and my country.
habwa ruhanga
Thank you very much,
n'ihanga
ladies and
ryanje.
gentlemen.
mwebare munonga, mwebare kumpurikiza.
Now, I want you to know
ninyenda mumanye
that I'm still an artist,
ngu nkiri omweshongozi
and I can still sing.
kandi nkibasa
And I
kweshongora.
want to invite my Nubian brother
ninyenda kwakira
to
Nubian
come right here,
okwijaha
so we can prove to the world
tuoreke ensi yona
that we believe.
ngu ntwikiriza,
And because we believe in a new Uganda,
kandi akuba ntwikiriza omu
we
Uganda
sing
ensya,
that new Uganda.
tuza kweshongora Uganda ejensya.
All right, give us a vibe, damn.
It was 9th of October 1962 when the nation was born. Beautiful and the dawn, the promise of the democracy. With unity and diversity, all of the nation to build a nation that would make life better.
That's nice. Now replay it again. Replay it again. Nubian, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Straight. It was 9th of October 1962 when our nation was born, beautiful and endowed with the promise of democracy. With unity in diversity, all of them on a mission to build a nation that will make life better for the new generation. Well, we are that generation. We are the grandchildren of the independence generation, and we are the grandparents of the future generation. So we must, within ourselves, find solutions, since our leaders don't care about the next generation. All they care about is the next election. Let's sing together.
Uganda, Uganda, weva sevambi, sukuka vambi, oi, Uganda, where are you, mwana? Weka titata. Wekati mama, hey,
Zembaza batu be mugwange tona yenga
tulowooza ng'abakulu,
Wewane n'okuyiga obuyisaamu abo abakuza
wajuda omululu,
tuteme n'empende empya ezikuza eggwanga
lijjuda amabavu,
saba wejjukize mutima gwe Uganda
ne Uganda yekwe.
We are the country, we are the future, we are the change we believe. We are the youngest population in the world, we stand a chance. We are the leaders of the future, and the future is today. If we only come together, we can